Zep Jasper, Auburn guard, joining us. Zep, congratulations on the big win against the Oklahoma Sooners. Auburn doing its part for the SEC in the SEC Big 12 Challenge. It's a pretty cool thing to watch as a fan of college basketball. I imagine it's fun to play somebody that you don't typically play, like a team from the Big 12, like Oklahoma.
I thought it was, very interesting, the SEC versus Big 12 this past Saturday. It just shows you how strong the SEC basketball is compared to the Big 12.
Right.
I had been seeing a lot of people saying the Big 12 was better than the SEC basketball, which I had no clue that the Big 12 basketball was great, but the SEC basketball is on another level this year. I think the SEC is the best conference in college basketball this year. It's super strong, 1 through 9.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the best out of every game. Every road game is gonna be tough. Every home game is gonna be tough. I just think the SEC basketball is the toughest conference in the nation, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, the SEC had a chance to kind of flex its muscles, and it did. Kentucky kind of proven that they're one of the hottest teams in all of college basketball, and I mean that makes y'all's win against them significantly more impressive. They ran Kansas out of the gym, which is crazy. That doesn't happen a whole lot. And then you look at like an Alabama team who you guys will be playing Tuesday night. A lot of folks kind of wrote them off and they took it to Baylor. And so, this SEC season has been, it's been pretty inconsistent for a lot of teams, but you're seeing a lot of talent kind of come, when the season's about to start peaking here.
Well, it's to me, it's all about matchups.
Yeah.
Who you're facing. When you're facing a team that plays your style, like Alabama played against Baylor, they both got similar playing styles, and they both play the same. So I thought Alabama would beat Baylor, and Alabama came out with the win. That was very impressive with them having an up and down season. And Kansas and Kentucky game was just super crazy because I didn't think Kentucky was going to just blow them out the park. But as we speak, Kentucky is one of the hottest teams in the country right now. So is we. But I think we'll see Kentucky again as we speaking on this podcast right now. I want everyone to remember this day and me speaking on this. And we're going to see them again. It's just about who's gonna have the most fight, who's gonna have the most grittiness, toughness, and I think it's all about that at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think there's a very real chance Auburn and Kentucky play in the championship in the SEC tournament, and I think with the way this season has gone, that has to be what the SEC is pulling for because it'd be a classic. I think it would be two heavyweights going at it, and this time obviously it would be in Tampa, but one game at a time, Zep. So you guys take on Alabama again. Early in the season, you guys went up to Coleman and took care of business. Now they're coming off of a really big win, and they're coming to Auburn Arena. You guys have not lost at home, obviously. What should we expect going into this one?
With no doubt, Alabama is going to come in ready to play. No matter how many games they lost, no matter what games they won, if it's one thing, Alabama wants to beat Auburn.
Yeah.
They don't care who else they play. They beat Auburn. It's like it's a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
All those things we did with the crane, with the social media. So they're mad. They're mad at us right now. They want to come out and play super hard. But one thing about us, we're gonna come out playing super hard, grittiness, toughness, because we feel like we got something to prove still. We prove like we need to run Alabama. We feel like this is our state. This is our country. We're number one for a reason. That's specifically why we're going to come out Tuesday and play super hard. And we're going to get the fans super pumped, super rallied. And we're just going to make sure we give it to Alabama as much as we can because we know this is a big game. This is a rivalry game. And this is a game everyone is anticipating watching.
Zep, it's, the SEC did such a disservice to Auburn and Alabama. And I think just the whole conference for both matchups between Auburn and Alabama, neither of them being on a Saturday. Like that is just wrong. Like that is just objectively wrong that both of these matchups this year have been on a weeknight. I think that is a total bummer. But I guess it is what it is.
Well, sometimes when people count you out, they just put anything on the schedule and put games on Tuesdays and just do you any type of way.
Yeah.
But when you finish out on top at the end of the day, at the end of the season, it's like they're rooting for you. But at first they weren't rooting for us. We wasn't supposed to be number one. We weren't supposed to be ranked this high. We was 21 for all we know when we first started the season. And we were surprised we got 21. So they counted us out. Actually, they had Alabama at like number 9 or something like that. They had them as the big dogs starting the season. So I think that's the reason why the game was on Tuesday. They looked at us like an underdog. Auburn ain't good. Auburn ain't this. Auburn ain't that. And we just proved the doubters wrong. We built this team from ground on up. And we just, like I said, we're proving them wrong after each game, after each game.
What is something that Alabama did well in the first meeting this year that kind of gave you guys trouble, and you expect them to do again on Tuesday?
Well, I say they had a bad game, but one thing they do well is getting the ball off the rim and getting the ball in transition while you're on your heels. So that's going to be big coming into this game. We're expecting them to change a little bit of the style, how they play, and how they're going to guard us. Because we've been blazing hot. Winnow been coming off those ball screens, looking for those lobs, looking for those passes, and they're just going to try different strategies to stop us because we're so hot, and they just want to cool us down. So, anticipating this game, a good game, and we just want to come out super fast and super energetic. Once we start out fast, I don't think we can be stopped. But we have to come out fast. We have to come out with great intensity, great enthusiasm. Because if we don't, this team is going to want to beat us. This team wants this game bad. We got to want this game as bad as them.
I'm glad that you brought up the scoring and transition thing, because we've seen folks match up, and that seems to be a way that other teams are trying to attack you guys. Mm-hmm. So what is the goal when you realize that they're trying to kind of push the ball down the floor a little bit quicker? Is it just getting back on defense faster, or are there other things that kind of go into that?
Well, it's two things. It's one, when you're tired, and teams kind of notice when we get in half court, they're great on defense.
Yeah,
they play defense in half court, but when we get the ball out the rim, it's like you scrambling. It's like who you got, who you play on defense, especially when you're a fast team. It's like we don't want Auburn in half court because they got some defenders that can play lockdown defense. They perimeter, their front court, and you just don't want to do that with us. So getting the ball off the rim is better for teams to just push the ball on us because, like I said, the half court defense is deadly.
Mm-hmm. Right. Looking ahead against Georgia this weekend, you guys will travel to Athens to take on Georgia. A team that maybe is feeling itself a little bit after getting that big win against Alabama. Maybe they're feeling better than they were, a few weeks ago, but still, you guys proved how much better you were than that Georgia team a few weeks ago. What's the approach going into that one?
The approach is going to be the same. Game time. As we speak, Georgia's game is already sold out versus with a lot of the Georgia guys being from Georgia, 8 or 7 of us being from Georgia. It's just crazy that the game is sold out, and a lot of our family ain't get tickets because Georgia wants to sell out because they want to win so bad. They want the fans to be there. So you know how much that means for Auburn to come into their arena, and just to come in and play the number 1 team and try to get the win. And I just look at it as big and look at it as a motivation standpoint because you look at their games, look at all their games. They haven't sold out a game yet. And for Auburn to come in there, you want to sell out? That shows that we got to play big. That shows that we got to come with it, no matter how many wins they have. I think they have 1 in conference win that's versus Alabama, but that means nothing. They're 0-0 when it comes to Auburn. So that means we have to come ready to play, no matter what or who they got on their jersey. They're going to come to play.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of Auburn folks. I think there's going to be a lot of Auburn people in Athens on Saturday because they were kind of talking about, this is the cheapest way to go see you guys play this year, because the Auburn Arena is sold out. It's a hot ticket now. But yeah, you can get into that game in Athens for like $14. So I bet there's going to be some Auburn folks there on Saturday as well.
No doubt. I hope we pack the arena. I hope we pack the arena out. No doubt. I hope it be filled in orange and blue. I want to look up on the court and see orange and blue. That'll make my day, just to be from Georgia and have all our fans up there. That'd be awesome. That'd be a dream come true. I'm from Georgia, so this game is going to be big for me. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to play with my heart. I'm going to play for my family, my coaching staff, the community, and Auburn, just for everyone, because, it's a rivalry. And I just want to win super bad, being a hometown kid from Georgia. And I just want to win for the community. Like I say, the community, fans, coaching staff, everyone.
Right. Absolutely, man. Zep, thank you so much for your time. As always, brother. We will talk again next week.
Thank you.